Hi, everybody. This is Krzysztof from Europe A Patient Initiative, a Europe-wide initiative dealing with response to coronavirus. I'm here with my friends Alexander and Mateusz. And Alexander will say a few words about our origins. I will say a few words about our work thus far, how we are working. And Mateusz will say a few words about what's in store for us in the future. So let me pass the mic to Alexander to say a few words about our origins.
Hello, my name is Alexander. We have launched our initiative in March 2020 last year, and our starting point was an ethical one. We wanted to prevent humanitarian catastrophe, and we wanted to prevent normalization of humanitarian catastrophe. We can't agree to live in a world where sacrifice of life of an older people for a good of economy is a normal thing to do. And because of that, we organize our broad coalition of people of goodwill.
Yes, so what are we doing? How are we doing it? As Alexander said, we work with a broad coalition from left to right, from feminists to Christian activists, from advisors to Pope Francis to Slavoj Žižek. And what we don't do is we don't do street protests, we don't do a lot of media coverage, but we do a lot of advocacy with the high-level decision makers in European member states. So what we try to put forward is our policy proposals, and we basically work by trying to get the decision makers to know our arguments for zero COVID, our arguments to support social discipline of the citizens with cash instruments, and we meet them. We meet them mostly on Zoom, sometimes in person. We meet a lot of members of European Parliament. What we try to do otherwise is put together panels to convince members of Parliament and that our proposals make sense from the expert scientific point of view, so that it can be relied on when constructing policy. Some of the things we've done, let me go through some of them. Apart from many meetings with commissioners' teams and members of different parliaments, we've done workshops with think tanks. We've done an event with French embassy and for a French think tank. We put together an event of experts that was later followed up immediately with a panel of Polish members of parliament. We're trying to put together another meeting with French scientists and French think tanks in France, and also in Poland with American scientists. And soon after that, we want to, in the beginning of October, have a huge conference in the Vatican with Papal Academy of Social Sciences. That's going to gather at least a few ministerial level European decision makers that we hope will really influence their point of view and the G20 meeting that will follow shortly after. Let me pass the mic to Mateusz, who may say a few more words about that.
Yes, hello. So what are two basic goals of this global event happening in the Vatican? Firstly, of course, it is to change the conversation on the pandemic by bringing together people with a very strong moral mandate, like Pope Francis himself, people with a very strong expertise in economics, in public health, to name Jeffrey Sachs and many other big names. And thirdly, as Krzysztof mentioned, important decision makers from Europe. But this is not only a kind of influence on the public discourse, but it is also a matter of influencing the politicians who will be meeting just 14 days later in Rome for the G20 meeting. And the host of the G20 meeting, Mr. Mario Draghi, who's the Prime Minister of Italy, is also a member of our co-organizer, that is the Pontifical Academy of Social Science. So we can use these connections as well. And the event is happening on the 7th and the 8th of October.
So we are continuing our advocacy work in the background. We are trying to reach decision makers, influencers in member states. We really try to focus hard, for example, on France and a French presidency that will start beginning of next year. And we keep on going. And if you have any way to help us, to support us with your knowledge in terms of communications, media, please reach out, and we look forward to talking with you and see you at the other panels of the conference. Bye-bye.